Hello everyone, this is Mr. Avila with a problem for my students that they need to use to get ready for their finals. Here we have a rational equation. We're being asked, solve the following rational equation and then check that one of the solutions is true. Our rational equation is 5 over x minus 1 is equal to x plus 8 all over x. And our goal is to find what number can I put in for x so that the left side and the right side are equal to each other. So let's go through the process. This is a long problem, so do your best. Follow along here with me. First, we're going to get rid of this rational equation by doing a step called cross multiplying. So I'm going to write the words here, cross multiply, on the side to help you remember that we did this step of cross multiplying. We're going to multiply across. The x minus 1 is going to multiply to the x plus 8, and the x multiplies to the 5. In doing that, we're going to end up with an equation that is no longer rational. X times 5 is 5x, we write that there, and then x minus 1 times x plus 8, we're just going to leave it as x minus 1 times x plus 8. So this is a totally legal algebra step, and when you do it, your rational equation now becomes just a polynomial equation, as we have no more fractions on the left and right side. We're then going to take our x minus 8 times x minus 1 times x plus 8 and multiply them. So we're going to multiply here. And I'm going to multiply by here x times 8, negative 1 times x, and negative 1 times 8. Now I'm going to do that work over here on the side so I can leave room to finish off this entire problem here. So we're going to multiply x minus 1 times x plus 8, again following that process. X times x is x squared. X times 8 is 8x. Negative 1 times x is negative 1x. And negative 1 times 8 is negative 8. Again, I'm doing this multiplication, but I'm doing it over there on the side to allow me some space to finish off this whole problem. Combining my like terms, I end up with 8x minus 1x is x squared plus 7x minus 8. So when I multiply x minus 1 times x plus 8, I end up with x squared plus 7x minus 8. Let's write that down. 5x is equal to, then we're taking the answer that we found over there, x squared plus 7x minus 8. Now, we still have a polynomial equation, and we've learned that if we set a polynomial equation equal to 0 and then convert it to factored form, we could find the solutions by finding those zeros. So we're going to take this 5x and we're going to eliminate it so that this equation is equal to 0. Subtract 5x from both sides, eliminates this 5x. I'm going to do whatever I do on one side, I also have to do to the other side. So I'm going to eliminate the 5x over here, but I'm going to set it under the 7x because those are the like terms. These eliminate and we get 0 here. 0 is equal to x squared. 7x minus 5x is 2x. Minus 8. We're just about halfway done through this problem. We now have a polynomial that is equal to 0. So we're going to try to find the zeros of this polynomial by converting it to factored form. To do that, we're going to do something I taught you called the Avila box. We're going to write our polynomial here, x squared plus 2x minus 8, into the inside part of the Avila box and find the factors on the outside that will make this true. So we have x squared plus 2x minus 8. And now we have to ask ourselves, what are some terms that multiply to give me x squared? What are some numbers that multiply to give me negative 8? So to get the x squared, we're going to multiply x times x. The good thing is that that's the only way to do it. Now to multiply negative 8, we have a few possibilities. It could be negative 8 times 1 or negative 4 times 2. To get them negative 8. So which ones would it be so we can get a 2x in the middle? In this case, since I want a positive 2x and I notice that these two, the 4 and 2, if I subtract them, I get 2. I'm going to use positive 4 in this case, even though I did write a negative there. I want this to be positive, so we get a positive in the middle. And negative 2 here. Negative 2 times 4 is negative 8. That's good. X times 4 is 4x. And x times negative 2 is negative 2x. And then I check, do the terms combine to the 2x in the middle? Yes, they do. 4x minus 2x gives me that 2x in the middle. So we converted this trinomial, this polynomial x squared plus 2x minus 8 into factored form. The factors are x minus 2 times x plus 4. Yes, we're 90% of the way there. Now we've converted this polynomial into factored form. The zeros are pretty simple to find. We've learned if we have a factored form equal to 0, this 0 is going to be x is equal to 2, the opposite of that negative 2, or because 2 minus 2 gives us 0. The other one would be the opposite of the x plus 4, which would give us x is equal to negative 4. We did it! We found the two numbers that are the solutions to this equation. Now we're being asked to check that one of the solutions is true, so let's check it. Let's check this number 2 right here. Let's check that number 2. So here is our equation, 5 over x minus 1 is equal to x plus 8 over x. Let's check the 2. Now there was two solutions. We found 2 and negative 4. I'm going to check the number 2, and if this works, the left side and the right side should be equal to each other. 5 over 2 minus 1 is equal to 2 plus 8 over 2. Again, every single x, I replaced it with the number 2. Subtract 2 minus 1, that gives us 1. 5 divided by 1 is 5. Okay, so now we're going to take 2 plus 8, that's going to give us 10, and we're going to divide it by 2. 10 divided by 2 is 5. Yes, we did it. Both sides came out to be 5. We're happy. The number 2 that we found did work out to be a solution. That'll also be true for the negative 4 that we found over here at the end. Not going to show that one, but I did want to show you at least one of them that it actually worked out to be correct. Okay, so thank you for following along on this super giant problem. Hopefully you will understand it. If not, let me know. Ask me some questions. See you next time.